Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Just checking if we're live. Hello, welcome. So thank you for joining us today. And happy full moon. Happy February. I'm just checking the page. Hold on. Yeah, we're live. That's good. So happy love month. Happy first Monday of the month. So my name is Aleli Carissa, and together with my goddess sister, my beautiful and lovely goddess sister, superwoman, Wonder Woman, mom and wife, and fellow Reiki master teacher, Chris Sheila.
Hi, Aleli. Hello, everybody.
Hello, we welcome you to Manifesting Monday. So how are you, Krish?
I'm doing great. I'm with my baby Ostara right now because she's very cranky. So I had no other choice but to bring her with me in this live. Hey, say hi, baby.
So we'll just be very quick today because Krish is currently busy with wife and mommy duties. So she's out and about in an art gallery, right? Art gallery.
Yeah, I'm here
So
in Mega
tell us
Mall.
about what's happening, what you manifested maybe today.
Yeah, so my husband has an art exhibit tonight here in SM Mega Mall. So I'm here right now in this breastfeeding room in the mall. So luckily, it's just me and baby Ostara inside. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You manifested that. So yes, to all those who's just jumping in, to those who's joining us, we're doing this every first Monday of the month. So we were thinking about rescheduling it next week, but again, universe made it happen. So thank you for joining us. Please join us every first Monday of the month as Krish and I will navigate our spiritual healing journey together, gain clarity of purpose and vision, and receive energetic upgrade together as a community to empower us on achieving our 2023 game plan. And can you believe it? It's February already. Time flies. What happened to January, right?
I don't know. And it's alam mo yon, parang patapos na yung first week of February already.
Oh, yes, you're right. It's
February 6 na kaagad, girl.
I know. It's February tomorrow. So our topic is, okay, of course, guess what our topic is? It's February's love month. How to manifest a lifelong, healthy, loving relationship. So we will just be quick today again to all those who's joining in because again, Krish is busy and out and about. Hello there, everyone. Erica, Rowie, hello there. Hello, everyone who's joining us. Hello. So yeah, it's, this topic. So it's the most favorite topic of, it's maybe it's either love or money. So it's the favorite subject of a lot of us in manifesting. It's either love or money, manifesting more love, manifesting more money. That always comes up. And of course, health and well-being, also peace of mind. But well, today we will focus on love. So Krish, please share with us some golden nuggets of wisdom that you can share in a few minutes. How do you manifest? That's the key question. How do you manifest a lifelong, healthy, loving relationship? To all our viewers.
So I'll tell you a story about how I manifested this love life. Because when I was 19 years old, I was in my dorm. Meron akong isang book na nabili. Tapos it talks about manifesting a soulmate. And then it said, I forgot the title of the book, but I'll let you know kapag nahanap ko siya ulit because it's been like more than a decade already. So it's written there na you have to be very specific about what it is that you want and do not apologize for wanting what you want. Kasi minsan, there are some people who will tell you, ang dami mo namang gusto, ang arte mo naman, or your standards are too high, ang arte mo naman. But what they don't realize is that each of us, we have different standards, we have different needs, diba? But it has to be aligned with you, with what you want. So you have to also know yourself first and foremost. So
it all comes down to self-concept, or self-love. Yeah.
Yeah, so part of that is also knowing what you want and what you need. So I listed them all down, like the top 10, what I really want to have. Like, it's a non-negotiable. They have to be that. And then 10 also deal breakers, what I will never settle for, what I will never tolerate. So I was 19, right? I closed that notebook. I forgot about it, like totally forgotten about it. And then I had an ex, an ex-boyfriend, but it didn't work out. And so when I went back to, when I saw the notebook again, napansin ko, oh, yung ex ko pala, hindi siya check doon sa kung ano yung gusto ko. Meron siyang deal breaker ko, yung talagang ayaw ko, he has it. And yung mga gusto ko talaga, I was trying to, well, convince, persuade, trying to change this person to fit into what I want. Kaya lang hindi kasi siya nag-work kasi hindi nga siya ganon. And ganon din siya with me. Like, he wants something from a woman, like whatever it was.
Not
But
in
I
you.
wasn't like that because I'm Venus in Aquarius. I'm really detached. And he wants to be super, super, duper, duper, duper clingy. And I'm just not like that. But other women, they want it like that.
Yes, like me.
Ayun, like you. Ako kasi,
You're not like that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you're
God,
not like
yung lipstick ko, pinakialaman na nung daughter ko. But anyway.
Yes.
But anyway, so ayun, so.
It's so amazing. Can I just honor that?
Mm.
I just find it so amazing that you're not clingy. That's so amazing. Like you're just very stable and secure.
Maybe it's my personality kasi also. I think it's in my astrological chart. But yun nga, going back to that notebook, after I got married, siguro 3 years na kaming married noon, I look back at that notebook. Sabi ko, oh, this is interesting. I wrote this down pala. Tapos yung husband ko, check doon, like even the height, yung makapal yung kilay, matangos yung ilong, yung ganon, like, I want him to be talented in either music or arts, and he's an artist. So, nag-fit doon without me actually trying hard to manifest it. So, one of the things that is siguro very important is, even if you know what you want, you need to let it go to the universe. Just allow it to happen. Don't chase for it. Because if you're chasing something na, hala, kailangan ma-manifest ko to kasi ganun, you're like, aligaga, nagkukumahog, you wanted to have what you wanted. You're just saying to the universe that I don't have it. That's why I want it. Instead of just being free to, just allow yourself to receive it whenever the time comes. Alam mo yon, wala talaga, total detachment. And doon ko rin siya na-manifest kasi yung sa husband ko, nag-start kami as friends. So the issues that he had to work on, the issues that I had to work on, ano siya, kumbaga, nangyari na lang siya simultaneously. Hindi naman namin pinlano na he's gonna change his, his act, I'm gonna change how I act at that time. So, feeling ko, kasama din kasi dito, when it comes to destiny, you need to align yourself with what you want. So, it's also about working on yourself. Kasi hindi pwedeng, kungari, I want somebody who's very smart, tapos ako pag kinausap mo, wala naman laman yung utak ko. It's not aligned. So if you want something, you need to also check yourself, am I in alignment with what I want? So, kasama din dyan yung being the better version of yourself, because I know that you can't be at your best all the time, but if you're working on being, better and better each day, kahit sabihin natin you're not perfect kasi wala namang perfect, but you need to work on that, because if you want somebody who's pogi, right, kailangan maganda ka rin. And syempre, the concept of beauty, it's naman kumbaga, wala naman yan sa kung ano yung sinabi ng society na maganda yun. It's really about your mindset also, and how are you taking care of your body, your face, your skin, your hair, how are you dressing up for your body type, your skin tone, your color analysis, those things. So, being knowledgeable about how can I be better, it will give you also an edge so that you will be more attractive. Because as women, we need to embrace our divine feminine, and it's also about attracting. So how can you attract That's also what you need to work on. And yung problema siguro na, oh my God, look at her and yung lipstick ko. Rest in peace, lipstick. All right. But anyway, where was I? Na-distract ako. Yung daughter.
You're working on becoming the better version of yourself.
Ayun.
You have to, you said becoming better and better each day, focus on that. Am I in alignment with what I want?
Yes.
What do you, and yeah, what will you give? What will you give so you can get what you want, right?
Yes, it's like investing also. Because, di ba sabi nga nila, if you wanna, oh my gosh, yes. So sabi nga nila, di ba, if you want a bigger house, you need to invest bigger amount of money. Kasi ganyan naman talaga. So when it comes to love, then you also have to check, ano ba yung kaya kong i-invest sa self ko? And also what I can invest to my partner. And also what can my partner invest for me?
Oh, I love that. I love what you said. I super love
I speak like a Venus in Capricorn in Vedic.
I super love that. Hello there to all those who are here. Hi, Faye. Hi, Goddess Sister Faye. Love you. Hello, dearest. Erica, hello. So, to all those who are joining in, hello to all of you. I love what you said. I super love what you said. Like, it all comes down to self-love, and when you love yourself, you're in alignment with what you want. And also when you vibrate love 24/7, it's inevitable. All the love that you are will come to you, and that is the love that came to you. That is the law of the universe. All the love that you are will come to you. Like you mentioned how your husband just changed magically. And that's because you changed. I mean,
yeah.
He was a different personality, and then he kind of morphed into the perfect husband for you, right? Like,
I think so. Yeah, you can say it like that. I never told him naman, oh, you should change. You should be like this and this and that. I will love you, no. If I will look back, kasi ang tagal na nun, kailan ba siya naligaw sa akin? That was 2012. Oh my God, tagal na, 10 years ago. Syempre, we started as friends. So that's why the communication is more open. And ako kasi personally, I'm very vocal about my standards also. And I'm like, okay, if you can be a playboy if you want, but don't mess with me. Because I won't tolerate that. So you're just gonna, sabi ko sa kanya, if you're just gonna play, that's not me. You can just date someone else. Yeah, I love that. Because you shouldn't be afraid of losing somebody. Kasi some women, what I've noticed is that pag may naliligaw sa kanila and ayan na, tall, dark, and handsome, and whatever na fit sa type nila, they're so afraid of losing this person to the point that they will adjust their personality, their character, just to accommodate that man. And they forget themselves. And sige, sabihin na natin, the relationship happened, naging sila, but they feel like, oh my God, anak. But they feel like they have to adjust all the time. Sorry, ang ingay ng anak ko.
Don't say sorry. It's amazing. So yes, I love that. I love that you are very sure about what you want. You're very clear about what you want, and you're just like staying in your divine feminine. And yeah, so that's a lesson for everyone, that when it comes to our romantic love life, we just got to work on ourselves first, do the inner work, and everything else will follow. And so, yeah, I just want to balance off what you shared with what I did wrong. So what you should not do in manifesting love to our viewers here. So I would love to share what was happening for me in the past. So if you can also resonate, maybe you have clients who are like me. So when things were not working in the arena of love for me, I mean, I'm on a different level now, thankfully. So I have learned a lot of lessons, especially in the last year, from all of the, and previous years, from all of the abusive and unstable and roller coaster kind of relationships I've experienced in my life. So I didn't learn. I know that you had one boyfriend who's kind of like toxic, but me, I've had several. So anyway, briefly, things were not working when, number one, I'm too attached to the outcome, like what you said. So just like what Krish mentioned, I was too attached. So when I do not patiently wait for the perfect divine timing and then I put a deadline to things. So what we have to do is what Krish mentioned earlier, we have to let go and just be in our divine feminine, just allow ourselves to receive and align yourself with what you want and check yourself. Am I in alignment with what I want? So just focus on becoming better and better and better each day, like what Krish mentioned. Number two, I found when I was always in victim mode, that contributed to my relationships failing. Like, my husband did this to me, my lover did this to me. How dare he hurt me like this? I will be in drama mode. I will be crying. I'll be like talking to my friends about it. Like, I will romanticize how I was victimized, something like that. Because of course, growing up with all the telenovela and everything. So number three, when I don't give what I want to receive. So when I'm feel entitled, so again, the law of compensation, you've mentioned this earlier, you have to give value for the value to come in. So if you want someone, handsome, you have to be beautiful, you have to take care of your body. So yeah, that's one of the greatest spiritual laws of the universe, law of compensation. We have to apply that in relationships as well. Yeah, life is really very simple. What we give out, we get back. Like, the more I give love to Krish, the more Krish will give love back to me. that's how life is. And so the law of sowing and reaping, you will always be compensated or rewarded for what you have planted or what you have given. You receive the value that you provide in the relationship, and the more value you provide, the more you receive. And this is not just in relationship, this is with yourself, with your investment with yourself, with money, with abundance. So value also is not just about money. This is also about the value that your actions have. So how your actions impact your partner and others. And yeah, I guess I didn't really fully understand that before, that it takes two to tango. So the question there is, what are you willing to give to get what you want? So, Krish, may I ask you, what did you give to get what you want?
Well, I had to be disciplined. Kasi when I was younger, syempre, di ba pag teenager tayo, when your crush likes you, it's like, you will always be accommodating. If they ask you out on a date, you're like, hey, I'm available. I'll make time for you. Ganon. But then I realized that when you're too accommodating, when you're too open, when you're too giving, they take you for granted. That's what I realized, because men, and by nature, they want to be challenged as well. They want to feel like they deserve what they're getting, or parang they need to work hard for what they really want. But when you give in too easily, they will think now, oh, you're like that to just anyone who gives you attention.
Yeah.
And that's why I also had to work on it na when I was younger, kasi I was working in an industry, yung ang daming magaganda, ang daming gwapo, ganun. So,
yeah, you're a model. You're a model, right?
Ayun. So, kahit na may mag-ask out sa'yo, last minute, tapos minsan ikaw, you're just bored at home, diba?
Yeah.
You wanted to go out. Pero when they invite na parang, hey, come on, let's go out, let's hang out, and this guy is so cute. But then I had to stop myself from accepting the invitation because it's so last minute. And who knows if merong 100 girls in his phone book that he's contacting pala and is just trying his luck out. So how would I be so sure na he really wanted to ask me out, and not just because he's bored and he's just scrolling his phone book, sending GMs to everybody. Like, when I say GM, general messages, so parang send to all.
Yeah, GM before. Yeah, I remember that.
Diba?
Yes,
So,
and that is the
yeah.
reason. And that's
Discipline. Kumbaga, not being afraid na maybe he's not gonna ask me out anymore if I say no.
Yes, allow them to chase you. I love that. Don't chase. I think that's also my mistake. That's actually my mistake number 4. Chasing. Like, I would be the one giving, chasing for something outside of myself to feel whole and complete and happy. Like, and I shared this actually in full detail in the Empowered Women's Club private support group, the chasing personality that I have. Yeah, and I would love to touch on that. We have to be receptive and discipline, not overly giving, because when you're overly giving, you're giving and giving, it's so draining. And I think that's my biggest mistake in manifesting love, when I'm not operating with my divine feminine essence, which is basically receiving, being in a receptive mode. So we have to stay as women, to those who are women here who are watching, we have to stay in our receptive energy. Because if you don't, even if it's actually your soulmate, everything's going well, but you will self-sabotage your relationship if you're not in receptive energy. And I've done this. Like, I've manifested a soulmate, but I was not in my receptive energy, so it didn't work out. So we have to also be very open, like what Krish mentioned, openly share your needs, your desires in a relationship, and have boundaries. I think that's very, very important. And you have the choice. Oh my God, I love that. You have the choice to either accept or reject his behavior. Like, if you're like this, don't mess with me. I love that. So I love it. I love how you stayed in your divine feminine essence, and that's how you were able to manifest a really good marriage at a young age. Meaning, you didn't have to wait until your 30s, because at a very young age, you already realized how you should be and how to stay in your divine feminine essence. So that's very briefly. I can go on and on speaking about all these. Again, things that you should do and not be doing in manifesting love. So we tackled about, number one, do not do the mistake of being too attached to the outcome. To those who are watching, you can ask us any questions. We have a few minutes. If you have any question, Krish and I can answer. Learn how to patiently wait, allow things to flow. What you shouldn't do not be in drama, victim mentality. Do not give more than you want to receive, and also do not give. So it should be a balance. So if you want to receive something, you have to give it, but do not be overly giving. So instead, we have to give, and also the law of compensation will reward you. Do not chase. And if you're a woman, do not be in masculine energy. Instead, you got to embody your divine feminine essence. You allow the energy to flow to you, and so that you're more attractive and magnetic and irresistible. So, yeah. And Krish and I will be talking about this, how to attract love with your feminine essence, how to love yourself more and more fully and completely and wholly, how to really embody the power of feminine grace in a romantic relationship. And it will be a 5-week coaching program. So if you're interested, I'll be putting in the chat box in the comments the link to register. And if you have any questions, to all of you watching, you can type in the chat box and we will answer. So I'm gonna be typing in the link. I love how Erica's like, Steve. Love it. So yeah, the goddesses are here. So Rowie and Erica, they both joined. And of course, Faye is here. All the goddesses are here. So I hope that you will join us again on our next Manifesting Monday. That would be the first Monday of March. So if you want support on your manifesting journey, come join us every first Monday of the month, and together, let us manifest the life and love of your dreams. I will also be doing a life coaching certification program to all those who are watching now and on replay. So we will start tomorrow. I will also be putting the link on the chat box so that you know. And if you're interested, please do register. We start tomorrow and you can register until the end of the month. And you will receive lifetime access to videos And so, Krish, do you want to invite them to your classes and everything? You have any last words before we end? There are
Yeah,
no more
so
questions.
wala ba silang questions? All right, so if you don't have any questions, you will really get to know more about love, just not just self-love, but also love in a romantic sense. And also, Aleli will be teaching something about attracting romance, being more attractive like that. And I will also be teaching how you can maintain what you've attracted. Being married for almost 10 years now, so I will share with you some of the things that I have learned that didn't work, that are not working, or the things that really, really work. And for those who are, married also, or if you have a living partner, hey, sorry, that's my child. Okay, so I will also be teaching you guys about that in our program. It's called the Goddesses in Love 5-week master class. So you're gonna find out more about our personal lives as well. And for those who wanted to learn Reiki, I will be teaching Reiki level 1 here in Lower Antipolo. Reiki level 2 and advanced Reiki training will also be online naman. And then we will be having access bars class. It's also a live in-person class here in Lower Antipolo as well. So that's going to be on February 25. So just let me know in astral.crystal's Instagram if you wanted to join. So that's all. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. And I would love to acknowledge you before we end. Thank you very much for the session that we did. So we did a lot of healing together, and I really want to thank you and acknowledge you for oh look at her for
niya, nag-live lang tayo.
I just would love to honor and acknowledge you for all your light work, all that you do with so much love and sincerity and authenticity. And I'm so happy and glad that we're vibing together every month with all our projects and healing sessions. So thank you, Krish. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
thank you, everyone. Thank you. If there are no more questions, hope to see you again. Thank you. Thank you, Astara, for joining. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Krish.